Now, I was debating reviewing this particular headset at all. There was already millions of reviews out there and the product is hardly new itself. However, as someone who previously, on camera even, swore by Astros and said that they were pretty much the best headset you could buy, I thought it was time for me to bring a different style of review and see if these really crack up to the expectations that I had for the Astros. In terms of what you get in the box, the headset is USB only, so you're not going to get the form of adapters that you may be used to with other headsets and all that good stuff. You literally, in the box, just get the headset and the Razer manual. That is pretty much it. To be honest, it would have been nice for them to include a carry case so that if you were travelling you could easily carry it with you without the risk of possibly damaging the headset. However, it's probably because it's only a mid-range headset and they didn't feel the value of it worthwhile to put an included carry case. In terms of the feel of the headset, the ear cups really don't feel as luxurious as they look. They look absolutely beautiful on camera. However, the reality of that is that there's an audible noise when you're tapping against the ear cups themselves, and even louder ones if you're really trying to tap on them. Don't get me wrong, they don't feel like they're going to break in your hands at any point. However, they don't feel sturdy and strong as some of the more metallic headsets I've been used to. The top band of the headset does feel quite strong and rugged, doesn't feel like it's going to snap anytime soon, and also is fairly well padded. However, some may feel a little bit of an irritation after some periods of time, something I'll touch on in a moment. And the ear cups themselves actually are quite comfortable. Nice amount of padding in there, they're also pleather, so that really does make a comfort fit. The ear cups themselves also do swivel and can be angled both horizontally and vertically, which is a very good job of ensuring that the headset fits all different shapes and sizes of heads. Putting the headset on for the first time is a rather comfortable affair, although there is a small amount of pressure that you will immediately feel and over time does build up considerably, and for me personally made it uncomfortable to wear them for several hours of use. So if you're not one to immediately care about the 7.1 capabilities of the headset, which you really should, you can actually just plug it straight into your computer using the gold-plated and braided cable and basically be away and ready to go. It does also work plug and play with PlayStation 4, however, Razer don't advertise or officially support it on the box or anywhere to be exact, but our test showed that it does work. Now back to the amazingness, awesomeness that is 7.1 that I mentioned earlier. You will need to install Razer Synapse software in order to get the best out of this and basically to configure it. However, it's a really simple process to do, and once inside there's a lot more configurations and messing around you can do with the headset itself. The customization you can do to the headset ranges from things such as equalizer profiles, and you can edit things like the microphone sensitivity, and even turn off the Razer logo on the side of the headset if you don't want to light up like a Christmas tree every time you're playing games in low light. The software is by no means perfect, with random glitches and crashes, and sometimes audible glitches that are only fixed by unplugging and replugging in the headset. However, I'm not going to give it a massive down point for that, only because these things can be fixed with software updates in the future. So geek by now, you're probably saying, what is the audio quality like? Well, shouting person, out of the box the audio is actually pretty shocking, and I don't mean that in a good way, unfortunately. The bass is so overpowering, the mids barely pretty much aren't there, you can't hear the detail at all. The highs are there and are very, very clear, which is a good thing, but a little bit too overpowering for me. But before you start waving your pitchforks at Razer for this abysmal sounding headset, that's why Razer Synapse exists. I spent a good 15 to 20 minutes messing around with the equalizer, and I got a really nice audio sound signature that I actually like to listen to. So, with messing around, you can really get what's suited for you. To be honest, some of you might even like the default setting that it is. It's just personally not for me, and some of you at least that do agree with me will be able to mess around with it to find the sound signature that really fits you best. Getting back to the point a little bit, this headset is all about the 7.1 surround sound, and although it's not native of course, it is all done software wise, it does a fantastic job of it. I wasn't one that was completely convinced by 7.1 headsets before this, but my gosh is it good. It is very software reliant, like I said, it will only work on PC or Mac. PlayStation 4 users, you can only get the benefit of stereo, however, you can really hear the sound keys and where they're coming from in games. It works fantastically well, some with more success than others. Battlefield 4, for instance, after only a few hours, I was starting to really hear where the enemies were coming from, and it became really beneficial, and actually more weird to work back in stereo than it was to keep using 7.1, where previously, I just thought 7.1 was a complete gimmick. The microphone on the headset is pretty good, but nothing to write home about. It has a retractable lead, which you can hide away if you don't need it, and the button on the end of the microphone, which will illuminate a green LED bar when active, which I thought at first would be very distracting. However, I actually forgot all about it a moment later. Here's a brief audio clip for any of you that are planning to use it, or maybe considering using it for anything apart from voice chat.
This is the audio quality on the Razer Kraken 7.1.
So there we have it, the Razer Kraken 7.1 headset. A Kraken choice for you guys that maybe want to tinker with your headset a little bit. Out of the box, to be honest, it isn't the best of headsets, but if you're willing to mess with the software and mold it, it will come to a headset that you never want to give away to anyone else or let anyone else use. If you don't want to spend any more than this price point, it's definitely worth a look. However, if you were willing to invest more money, then it is possible to look at the Logitech G930 or the Astro A40s, as they are very good contenders and will give you a lot more for the added amount of money that you pay. So thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed the video, don't forget to smack that like button. You can leave any feedback or questions about the product in the comment section down below. I'll try my best to answer as many as I can. Or hit that subscribe button, as we have a review of the Tab 4 and an iSwitch. I switched to Android permanently for a period of time, and you guys are going to see how that unfolded. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time.